Welcome back to World of Warships Legends with Redsorax, and today we're going to see how bad it goes when it all comes down to the wire. And I've done something different with this clip. This is 3 clips edited up for you to see how bad it can get without showing the entire thing, because they were each 15 minutes long. So right here in this first battle, I'm in the Nurnberg, and as you can see, we're tied on ships. We are down by 30 points, and there's a little over 5.5 minutes left in the game. And I'm trying to push off an Ioba and a Omaha, and they're in our base. They're stopping our capture process. So we've got to get them to stop capping our base, because while they're in our base, as you can see, we're losing points. Now we've lost the ship, and I'm going to try and get this Omaha here. And I've already done some Citadel damage to him once, and we're going to see if we can't get him again. Now I take the engine damage there, and I'm trying like hell to get this Omaha dead. I've got my blood up, got the AP loaded, and we're just trying to get it done. So we have shots out at the Omaha.
Gotcha, bitch.
It's in my contract. I'll show it to you someday. So we're going to start kiting away here, and I've got that Omaha on the run. A little bit of damage there. He's really light on health. Not going to switch over to the AO, but the AO side onto me. And they have a battleship, and we have a battleship, and my partner has gone down in this. So my partner, if you can see that we're capping their base and they're capping ours, their battleship's out of position. Their 2 cruisers are on top of me, and my partner is telling the battleship capping their base to back off, get away from the edge of the base, and let me pull focus. If we can pull focus away, we can cap the base. But this guy is trying to get more damage, and he's trying to win harder, as the Mighty Jingles would say. So it's not going to work out for us here. But it does work. It does do better. Now they're out of our base, so now our base isn't being captured. And the Aoba is doing exactly what I thought he would do. He's trying to get me beat down. He's chasing me. He's come out of our base. The Omaha ran away because he's fearful I'm going to destroy him. So we're working down this Aoba. There goes the high caliber. And one more salvo should put the Aoba down. Bam. Now, we are, instead of being 120 points down, now we're just down by 30. So now I see the Omaha, and I'm going to start cutting back to our base, start angling in. And I am going to put shots out at this Omaha, although not going to be necessary. The battleship took the shot. The battleship was spotted, but still, if he were at the back end of the base, we'd have a better capture progress. Now the Arizona is targeting him, is firing on him. They're in range of each other. Instead of being stealthed up and him turning towards me, he's now drawn his attention, and every time he gets hit, the base capture gets reset. The base capture was going really well for us because we had it over halfway at one point. Now, because he's moving in and I can't draw the attention of the battleship, he's going to keep getting reset. Now we're almost back to a quarter, but they're going to detect each other. And if you watch this, watch my plane. This is what I was watching here. There's nothing to see on the screen. Watch my plane. It will actually attack his plane. That is my plane now attacking his, and his attacking mine. And then my guns open up a little bit, and watch this. There you go. My plane actually shot down his plane. I thought that was pretty cool. The animation in this game is really awesome. So now I have the Arizona spotted. But because I spotted the Arizona, my ship shot at him, giving his detection away. Now we're inside a minute, and as you can see, We were only at this point up by 190 points. Because we were capturing their base, we were gaining the points. But now that he's been spotted, the Arizona's firing back. Now I'm doing everything I can, and if you can watch the timer down here, I put it down, through the magic of editing so you can see, and we're still up. We're up almost by 100. But because it's a battleship, there's the Confederate. You can watch. We're 25 seconds left. He's gone, and now we're down by 10 points. We're down by 2 points. Down by 4 points. So we're about 2.5 points off. 2 to 4 points off from winning this game. Had he stayed back, and there's just nothing I could do. 2, 1, and bam, we lose by 2 points because the battleship wanted to win harder. Now I'll go ahead and show you the battle results screen. As you can see, I got Confederate high caliber, 110,000 damage. And, not too bad, not too shabby of a battle. And I came out only being outscored by the Arizona on the other team. I beat the points on everybody but the Arizona. So let's go on to the next battle now. So now in this game, we're in the T-61, and I am with another person. The first game I was with Congratulator. And in this game, I'm with Beast Mode 5050. So now I'm in between two ships. I'm in between a Synop, which I put torpedoes in on the left side. And I'm between a Synop on one side and a Bayern on the other. So I put torpedoes off of both sides, giving them some pushback. And I'm just keeping my track, just seeing what's going on. I don't think I'm going to hit the Bayern. Torpedoes into the Synop. So we're going to track in here on the Synop again because he's still driving in a straight line. But now you can see we are losing this game pretty badly at this point. We are 440 points to 317. We each have a base and there's an open base. Now I hit the Synop again with 2 torpedoes. It may not have been the Synop, it may have been something. Oh no, it was the Bayern. The Bayern, I hit the Bayern. Didn't think I was going to hit him, but I damn sure did. So, torpedoes are back up. I'm getting closer to the Synop because he is angling away. As you can see, I'm making the turn here to make my dump out of torpedoes now that I have them in range. And as you notice now, we are taking the B base. We're only 100 points down at this point. So I dump out both sets of torpedoes, one on the track and one slightly behind. There's my partner. And I'm trying to ascertain what we need to do here. Now we have the 2 bases right about now. And there goes the second base. So now we're bringing in far more points than anybody else. And those torpedoes are looking good on the Synop. And I'm believing I'm going to take him down. 1, 2, 3. And it wasn't enough. Should have put them all on the same track, not any behind him. Now he gets taken out. So now we're only down 50 points. So looking back at the Baron, seeing what the Baron's doing, but the Baron's way off at the map border. And we are still tied on ships. And I am going to make a push to see if I can do anything to this Baron. Got him in range. And we put the fish out on the track and one behind the track, or halfway behind the track in case he starts turning in. It'll only take 1 torpedo to put him down. But at this range, with nothing else around me, I'm going to go ahead and help open up. Everybody is opening up on him. And we are, right now, just about tied. We're only 10 points down. And now I've set a fire on the Baron. And there it goes, the Baron. So now we're up. We're up by 120 to 25 points. And they have just taken the A base. So we are taking more points in than they are taking in. We're one ship up over them. And we're going to look like we have a solid game here. Looks like we got it back. We pushed back. We did everything we had to do. Base capture. This is domination. This is where it gets really strategic in domination. The more bases you can hold, the better you can do. So I'm coming back through B, because now there's something in B trying to take B. So we got to stop that, because while they're stopping that, they're getting points for one, we're getting points for one, and one base is neutral. So we got to find what's in B, and I'm sure it's the destroyer. There's King George. That King George is going to be the bane of my existence. He's going to be the one thing that cost the end to be in turmoil. So I'm pushing into B. I don't have a speed boost now, but if I can keep them from capping B, then they don't get any points for it. And now that they have B, they're bringing in more points. But at this point, we're still 140 points up. And we're still up by one ship. But I'm going to stop them from taking this base and holding on to it. Getting the torpedoes lined up on the King George. And there it is. There's the destroyer that I thought was here. So now the Akatsuki and I are going to gun, and this is where I'm calling my partner, telling him this is our priority target. I slow, I smoke. He slows, he smokes. But the difference is I have sonar, and I've popped my sonar so he can't hide from it. Now he's going to take a pounding while I still stay safe. Now I'm assuming there's torpedoes coming. We take them out. And now we're up by 100 points. I'm taking the base back, so they're no longer getting points. We're getting the base capture back. Now nobody can be seen, neither one of their team. Now at some point during that exchange, we lost the ship. So we're still up, but I had to get out of my smoke here so people could be seen. Now the King George is firing out on somebody. This is where it starts getting really interesting really fast. So getting the torpedoes back up. And here come torpedoes from that cruiser. So he's giving me area denial here. I'm still going to take the base. Now I'm going to go hunt the King George as soon as these torps pass by. Now we have the base back. So at this point we're over 110 points ahead. And I'm watching what the King George is doing. There's the Miyoko. I call him out to my team, or I'm trying to. I can't get the bloody control to say what I needed to say. But I do say it to my partner to get on that Miyoko. Now, we're down into the 1 minute line. And as you can see, the points different. We have a 120 point advantage here. And this is where it happens real quick. So, I'm stalking the King George. He's in range. We just lose a cruiser. And I'm telling my partner, hide, hide, hide. This is what we need to do to win this game. Now, this time, because I wanted to get them all on the same track, and this is where I should have put one in front and one behind. And we're down to 20 seconds. They're taking the C cap now. That cruiser's in the C cap. And I keep telling my partner to hide. And shots out. And there he goes. And my torpedoes miss. And 2, 1, and we lose. Once my partner went down, the swing was too much, and we just couldn't pull it back. quick look at the results screen. 110,000, first blood, high caliber. Again, not too shabby. It is a loss. And I outscored everybody but 2 people on the other team. 3 kills, not too bad. So let's take a look at the final game. Now, this game, I'm in a 3-man division. I'm in my Wichita. And this is right when the game gets interesting. We're about 7 minutes into the game. And I want you to see something here. So I'm coming up on their Wichita. I've got my AP loaded. He's got his AP loaded. We're going for the Citadel region right here. I don't get the Citadel. Now watch this salvo he puts into me. Bam! Number 1 gone. Number 1 gun gone. Just destroyed. He completely took it out. Now he's going to damage my number 2 gun here in just a second. And I'll put it up on screen again. And I'm turning away, and my partners are firing in on him. And I'm going for his guns right there. I'm going for his lifts. And he blocks torpedoes that were coming at me. And there, he damaged my gun. I repair right there. I just used my damage control. And watch this. Bam! He just took it out again. That son of a bitch! I only had one thing to say at this point.
Stop blowing holes in my ship!
So now, as you can see down on the screen below, I am down to 1 gun. I have 2 guns permanently disabled. What in the hell am I going to do with just 1 gun on the Wichita? Well, I still have radar, and I still have sonar, and I still have 2 heals, and I'm just getting pummeled now by the Gneisenau, and this is where it just goes all wrong. And I wanted everybody to see these videos because I know I put up a lot of videos where I do well, and I do play pretty decent. I'm not God, but I go for the win. I don't look for the big damage games. I look to try and win the game. And winning doesn't always mean the big numbers. That's why sometimes I won't put up games where they're solid wins. Now, we're calling out this Kagero. The Kagero is dangerous to us. My partner definitely wants it down. I want it down. And as you can tell, we're in a 3-man division here. So I'm going to try and push up and get him out. We've got 1 partner in a destroyer and 2 of us in Wichitas. So we can't really push back that Gneisenau. That Gneisenau is just going to be able to tap at us all day, and we're going to try and do something about this Wichita. Now, I'm definitely, if you notice, I'm trying to do everything I can. Now, I just fired radar. I'm doing everything I can to keep an island between me and that Gneisenau. So there's the Kagero, and I did radar the Kagero, but he's right at the extreme limits of my radar. And unfortunately, my other Wichita partner cannot see him and hit him. So we're just not doing too well right now. Now, we hold a base, they hold a base. They do have a numbers advantage on us, and we just took down their Asashio. So all that's left is that 1 Kagero that just disappeared for destroyers, this Gneisenau, and 1 other ship, which I can't tell you what it is off the top of my head. So, again, I am doing what I can to keep this island between me and that Gneisenau. Now, I just popped my last heal, so this is all the health I'm going to get now. And I'm still going to try and keep this island between us, and we're also trying to defend this base. Because at the same time, he's trying to push in and stop the capture points. Now, we have a battleship on the other side of the map trying to deal with a cruiser. So, I don't know how that's going to turn out at the moment. Don't want to give anything away. So, I'm still keeping this island between the Gneisenau and I. And the Gneisenau's about to start getting into the base, and he's going to start Yep. Now, our destroyer went to B. Our teammate went to B. Now, the Gneisenau went ahead and peeled out from the base, and we are taking C. So at this point, we're 60 points up. I set a fire on the Gneisenau. I'm backing off. The Kagero sees me. I did not want to come around that island. Kagero does a little bit of damage to me. Again, I've only got one gun here. I've never seen 2 guns destroyed on a ship with 3 turrets before. I have seen the Richelieu and the Jean Bart have both its guns destroyed, but not a cruiser or another battleship before. I've never seen anything like this. So I'm really hurting here. So we get missed by the torpedoes, and now that destroyer is taking that base. At 50 seconds till my radar's back up. I should be popping sonar. Now I'm getting spotted by him, and there goes my sonar. I don't think his torps will be up this quick, but you just never know. And hope maybe he's dumb enough to come in within sonar range. You never know. So we're going to push in, but we can't go around this island. All I'm trying to do here is stop him. There he is. Sonar did get him unless I got inside detection range. Now my partner's firing at him. I'm firing at him. We stopped the capture by him. So now he's going into B to counter what my partner did. And the 2 Wichitas that we're using are trying like hell to give him as much damage as before he gets out of range. But again, I'm down to 1 gun. Now I have the Gneisenau, and his secondaries are really close on me, so I'm getting the hell away from him. I'm trying to put another island between us before he really does more damage. Now to keep that Kagero lit up, I just fired off my radar. My partners are shooting at him as best they can. The destroyer, now I just reset the base capture. Here come torpedoes from the Gneisenau, because you know Gneisenau's want to be destroyer captains so badly. And I'm giving this guy as little angle as possible. Kagero's gone. We can't deal with him. Not only did he fire off 1 set of torpedoes from one side, he set them off the other side. So fire, I put the fire out. I get going behind this island, and hopefully he doesn't set me on fire or damage me. My partner comes out to try and do something to him. At that point, my partner and I were talking about ramming him to get the kill. Now, if you notice, we're up by 4 ships. This is where it's going to start getting really interesting. We are winning on points, but this is where it gets real interesting real fast. Right down to the wire, and you're about to see a whole bunch happen. We're at 517 to 300, 1 minute to go. We've got 1 base, they've got 1 base, there's a tie base, 4-2, 49 seconds to go. Torpedoes out by the Gneisenau. My partner gets torpedoed by the Gneisenau, and then the Jean Bart goes down to the Kagero. I'm going to stay out of line of sight. We are now down to 425 to 395. I know it's hard to see because of the clouds on the cutout below. 20 seconds. I'm peeling away. We still have a points advantage. I'm telling them, God, hope we stay away from them. We're trying to tell the other destroyer to stop, and he got destroyed. Now, at this point, my partner does tell me he was watching him, and he put torpedoes out, and at 0. Did you see that, people? At 0. The torpedo struck home, but we didn't know we won until we went to the battle results screen. So let's look, and we did. We barely won, and it's partially to do with the fact that I retreated and hid at the very last minute, not trying to get more damage. Now, we didn't do the best in the game, but we did win the game. If you enjoyed this style of video, leave a comment below, please. And I hope to see you on the next one. Bye.